With a net worth of roughly $200 million, Ed Sheeran is one of the richest and most successful musicians of all time. Did you ever notice, though, that the famous laid-back British artist has a sweet spot for expensive timepieces? In fact, the Grammy winner's watch collection is estimated to be worth more than $6 million. So, let's take a closer look at some of the singer's most valued timepieces. He certainly has a thing for pairing his clothing with exquisite watches. Whenever he's spotted in public, it appears as though he's wearing a different watch. He loves to subtly flaunt his incredibly expensive watch collection during his public appearances. The English singer-songwriter is frequently spotted with some really intriguing timepieces, including Patek Philippe, Rolex, richest, Mille, and other brands. The 31-year-old claimed in 2019 that he started collecting watches when he was 20 and that John Mayer, a well-known watch lover and fellow pop singer, played a part in his addiction to timepieces. Sheeran obviously enjoys Patek Philippe watches a lot. He has been seen wearing numerous complications in addition to the standard Nautilus, one of which is the Patek Philippe Ref 5370 split seconds chronograph. On the secondary market, you can expect to pay about $250,000 for this vintage piece. Sheeran's Ref 5208P-001 Grand Complication Minute Repeater Perpetual Calendar may be the most extraordinary Patek in the world. This watch has a 42mm platinum case. Be ready to spend some money if you truly want your own grand complication. On the gray market, this item is valued at roughly $1.8 million. Additionally, Ed has been seen sporting a Patek Philippe Ref 5130R World Time. This timepiece includes a gold case, a hand guilloche center dial, and a city ring showing the 24 time zones. On the secondary market, this item is offered for a reasonable price of $39,000. Sheeran was photographed wearing an incredibly rare and classic Patek Philippe Ref 2499 Perpetual Calendar chronograph with moon phases at the UK premiere of Yesterday in 2019. One of the most amazing wristwatches Patek Philippe has ever developed was sold for $3.9 million at a Sotheby's auction in 2018. Just 349 pieces had been produced between 1950 and 1985. He has been seen wearing some intricate Patek Philippe watches, but he also has a few Nautilus watches, a Henta Classic, his Ref 5711/1300A-001 Nautilus watch, which features a green dial and a bezel set with baguette diamonds, may be the rarest of his timepieces. This particular Nautilus is among the most difficult to obtain, next to the Tiffany Blue model. On the secondary market, this item is still appreciating in value and is currently offered for roughly $1,250,000. As an avid collector of unique watches, in 2021, he wore the extremely rare green dial Nautilus to the British GQ Men of the Year Awards event. A row of baguette-cut diamonds totaling 3.6 carats is set into the watch's bezel. It was initially sold at auction houses for nearly $376,000, while the original asking price was roughly $95,000. Sheeran has also been seen wearing various Nautiluses, such as the Ref 5726A, which is made of stainless steel and features a moon phase in addition to an annual calendar complication. His watch seems to have a leather strap rather than the stainless steel bracelet that is offered. On the secondary market, this timepiece is currently going for about $115,000. Richest Mille appears to be another of Sheeran's favorite brands. A few people may find these watches to be controversial, but Ed Sheeran has a sizable number of them. The brand is a hotbed of conflicting viewpoints, with some applauding the obscenely pricey brand as technically inventive and collectible, while some believe they seem cheap-looking. Despite all the talk, Sheeran is obviously a fan. He has been seen wearing richest Mille several times. He made a stir at the 2017 MTV Video Music Awards with the richest Mille RM3801 Tourbillon G-Sensor Quartz Bubba Watson, winning awards for Artist of the Year and Best Male Video. It is challenging to find an aftermarket price for this piece because there were only 50 created. The limited edition watch, which was specifically created for renowned golfer Bubba Watson, costs roughly $825,000. For the past years, the 2012 GQ Worst Dressed Man has greatly improved. After his performance for 102.7 Kiss FM's Jingle Ball, he showcased the visually striking Richest Mille RM27-03. The colorful, sporty watch, which retails for $725,000 and was created particularly for Spanish tennis superstar Rafael Nadal, was produced in a limited batch of 50 pieces. It can endure shocks of up to 10,000 Gs. It pays homage to Roland Garros red clay courts with the use of red, orange, and yellow. The crown is also designed to resemble a tennis ball. Additionally, Sheeran has been seen wearing the even more exotic Richest Mille RM26-02 Evil Eye Tourbillon in 18-karat rose gold and black ceramic. The watch's evil eye is hand-painted enamel, and the flames are real gold and have been lacquer painted. It has a 1-minute tourbillon-equipped Richest Mille caliber RM26-02 movement. There are currently no listings for this item because there were only 25 offered, although the watch was sold for $575,000. Along with Richest Milles and Patek Philippe, Sheeran also owns a number of other upscale brands, including HODINKEE. The concept flying tourbillon GMT, which sells for over $250,000 on the secondary market, has been seen on Sheeran. He also has the highly desired, incredibly rare black ceramic HODINKEE Royal Oak Tourbillon Extra Thin. Excellent for a quiet night in the bar as well. The 41mm casing of the sleek, elegant watch is only 9mm thick, has sapphire crystals on the front and back, and is adorned with a black tapisserie évolutive, a sunburst motif that extends from the tourbillon. This watch, which was released in 2019 as a limited edition of 100 pieces, costs about $375,000. Sheeran has been seen sporting many Rolex watches. These items range from brand new to vintage. The Rolex Yachtmaster Ref 116655 in Ever Rose Gold is one of the more recent pieces he has been spotted wearing. It is available on the secondary market for $33,000. The Rolex Daytona Ref 116500, a contemporary classic, has also been seen on Sheeran. The most desired Rolex right now, and unquestionably the most coveted steel Daytona on the market, is this steel Daytona with a white panda dial. Although demand for the 116500 has slightly decreased, it is still being sold at a significant premium to its $14,550 suggested retail price. You'll pay about $47,000 for it on the secondary market. Sheeran has been seen sporting the rare white gold Daytona with rainbow gem bezel, just like his friend and fellow musician John Mayer. A comparable model is currently produced by Rolex in yellow gold, but white gold was once utilized to manufacture the watch. Online, there are hardly any instances of this Daytona Ref 116599 Arbo for sale, but those that are fetch for almost $300,000. The vintage Paul Newman Daytona Ref 6239 is likely the most interesting Rolex in Sheeran's collection for any Rolex enthusiast. The dial of Sheeran's watch is black with a red Daytona at 6 o'clock, and it has a steel bezel. Prices for these models differ, but some are now going for about $300,000 on the secondary market. Ed Sheeran indeed has a white gold Elangensona Zeitwerk in his collection. An intriguing numerical time display is seen in this piece. One is available on the gray market for about $70,000. We are all aware of how big the release of the Omega Moonswatch was and the controversy surrounding this collaboration. These pieces are currently unavailable online from Swatch and are mostly still sold out in stores where they may be found for a significant premium. Apparently, Ed Sheeran managed to obtain a Mission to the Moon Moonswatch in some way. When it was available at Swatch stores, it's unknown if he was given a special deal, paid a premium, or had an assistant stand in line for one. Regardless of how he acquired it, and despite its modest $260 price tag, the watch is obviously worthy enough to coexist alongside his other baller timepieces. The Moonswatch was a reasonably priced watch, which created some of the most overhyped buzz ever seen in the watch industry, resulting in a scarcity that was never anticipated. If you're not prepared to pay significantly more than retail price, you'll just have to keep waiting. But is getting the approval, even from one of the most hardcore watch collectors like Ed, Enough to sell you on this toy Speedmaster?